She captured hearts as iconic Elly May Clampett in Beverly Hillbillies, but her abrupt exit left everyone puzzled. What led to her downfall, and did her connection with Elvis Presley play a part? Follow us through this video as we uncover some rare photos and untold truths about the life of Donna Douglas. Donna was born on September 26, 1932, in the community of Pride, East Baton Rouge Parish, Louisiana. As a young girl, Donna attended St. Gerard Catholic High School, where she learned how to play basketball and softball. Fascinated by the entertainment world, Donna spent most of her teenage years participating in beauty pageantry. She was named Miss Baton Rouge and Miss New Orleans in 1957. Convinced that she had a greater calling than what her little town in Louisiana could offer, Donna headed off to the big city of New York in pursuit of her Hollywood dreams. Life in New York was not as rosy as she had thought. She started as an illustration model for toothpaste advertisements. Then, she was cast in NBC's 1957 Perry Como Show and the 1959 Steve Allen Show. For her performance in these shows, Donna was awarded the Miss Byline crown by New York photographers and newspaper reporters. That same year, she was cast in the musical comedy Little Abner, and this was followed by the role of a secretary in the 1961 Lover Come Back, which also featured top stars like Rock Hudson and Doris Day. Donna finally met her big break in 1962 after she was selected from over 500 actresses who auditioned for the role of Elly May Clampett in the hit sitcom The Beverly Hillbillies. Elly May Clampett, a tomboyish yet beautiful and naive country girl, was one of the most iconic characters in the history of television. She personified a certain kind of rural American innocence, which provided a humorous contrast to the high society settings and characters that the Clampetts encountered when they moved to Beverly Hills. She is remembered fondly for her role as Elly May Clampett due to the iconic nature of the character, her comedic performance, the charm and likability she brought to the role, the cultural impact of the show, and its longevity. But unfortunately, the beginning marked the end for the young actress as she became typecast for her role in the sitcom, and her career slowly came to an end. She did all she could to save her dying career, but even a feature with the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley, couldn't do much for her. By the end of the 70s, Donna Douglas had become a shadow on the screen. However, for the career she most desired, it was quite unfortunate that she didn't get to stick around for very long. Interestingly, Donna was not so concerned that the Elly May role typecast her, as she revealed in the interview. "So many kinds of people relate to Elly May," she said. "So many people love her, and that means a lot to me." But the then television executive Michael Dann was not so impressed. "Although he was the one that authorized the show to be put on air, I hated it," he said after screening the pilot. "I don't think I ever watched it again." But his thoughts mattered very little on the subject, as it was his vote against thousands of persons who enjoyed the show. So the show ran for 9 seasons and made it to the US top 10 ratings many times. On how she was able to stand out among 500 other actresses who auditioned for the Elly May role, Donna said that the audition had required them to milk a goat. "I had milked cows before," the actress recounts her childhood experience in Pride, Louisiana. "So I figured they were equipped the same, so I just went on over and did it." As with her career, Donna Douglas didn't have such great luck in her love life as well. She was involved in 2 broken marriages and multiple heartbreaks. Her first marriage was to Roland Bourgeois Jr. in 1954, and with him she had her first and only child, Danny Bourgeois. After their son's birth, the couple's marriage hit a rocky path, and they divorced that same year. Her next marriage was with the director of Beverly Hillbillies, Robert M. Leeds. Their marriage started as a blissful one, but after 9 years, they couldn't keep it together anymore, so they divorced. Douglas maintained a very close relationship with co-star Buddy Ebsen, who played Jed Clampett in Beverly Hillbillies. According to the actress, they were friends for 32 years until Ebsen died in 2003. In a 2011 interview with the Lincoln Times-News, Douglas talks about her relationship with the deceased actor. She said, "He was a wonderful man, very much like my own father, a quiet, reserved, and caring person. Perhaps the biggest controversy about Donna Douglas's love life was a secret relationship with Elvis Presley. They met on the set of the 1957 Loving You and struck a very peculiar friendship. However, this rumor died down after Douglas's marriage to director Robert Leeds. Still, Elvis and the actress maintained a professional relationship for years. Donna, in interviews, will speak very highly of Presley. She even revealed that they used to spend so much time meditating and talking about various philosophical topics. But what was her life like after Beverly Hillbillies? Life after Beverly Hillbillies was far from what the actress had in mind when she joined show business. Still, for what it is worth, she was grateful that she found happiness in this next stage of life. Donna Douglas became a gospel singer and performed in many churches, schools, and colleges across the United States. This was part of the reason why she bonded so naturally with Presley. Presley was raised in a religious home and was very spiritual until his death. Rumors have it that Presley was reading the book The Scientific Search for the Face of Jesus on the night he died. Anyway, Douglas recorded several gospel albums, the first released in 1982. Much later on, she wrote and published a religious children's book she named Donna's Critters and Kids, Children's Stories with a Bible Touch. And when she signed autographs, she included the biblical phrase, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart." Donna Douglas also got a real estate license after her acting career crashed, but she was not very active in this industry. One thing most people don't know is that Donna Douglas was also involved in a lot of lawsuits throughout her life. In June 1993, Donna Douglas filed a $200 million lawsuit against the Walt Disney Company, Whoopi Goldberg, Bette Midler, and a creative agency. She claimed that the 1992 comedy film Sister Act was plagiarized from the book A Nun in the Closet, owned by her and her partner, Kurt Wilson. According to her, the developed screenplay had been submitted to Disney, Goldberg, and Midler 3 times between 1987 and 1988. And she also claims more than 100 similarities and plagiarism between Sister Act and her book and screenplay. At the heat of the case, Douglas and her partner were offered $1 million to close the case, but they refused. Later on, the case went in favor of Walt Disney and the other defendants, and Douglas couldn't hide her disappointment with the law. However, this was not going to be Donna's last business with the court. In 2011, Douglas sued the Mattel Toy Company and the Consumer Products Division of CBS Corp, demanding $75,000 in compensation. She claimed that the toy company, without her authorization, used her name to promote and sell their Elly May Barbie doll. CBS argued in court that they did not need her permission as the network held exclusive rights to her character. Anyway, they were able to find common ground, and the case was settled in 2011 with both parties satisfied. On the 1st of January 2015, Donna Douglas was reported dead at the Baton Rouge General Hospital. She died from pancreatic cancer at the age of 82. She is survived by her only son, Danny. I always get a kick talking with her. She was Elly May, just an older version, and as sweet as can be, Douglas's manager Jackie Stander said. Her niece Charlene Smith, in describing her, said, "She was always happy, always beautiful. You always saw her with all her makeup on. She never looked her age." Donna Douglas might be gone, but right now, as always, we can still feel the warmth she brought into our hearts and all the unforgettable sweet memories we remember of her. At the time of her death, Douglas's net worth was estimated to be somewhere around $500 million. So, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out other videos of beautiful actresses of yesteryears on the end screen.